What was your relationship to money as a child? Because that's fueling you.
If you never learn how to make money, you end up living your life working for somebody else, and then in the evenings and weekends spending time on your mission.
It's not the love of money is the root of all evil, right? It's not true.
Rise and shine!
It's Entspresso time!
Hey, Believe Nation, it's Evan, and every morning I bring you a shot of Entspresso to help you believe in yourself more and start your day with confidence. So good morning, grab your coffee, I believe in you, let's do this. Over to you, Lisa Nichols.
I wake up every morning.
Espresso keep me going.
I wake up every morning.
I have this program where I look at your money blueprint and I help you look at your money blueprint. And I ask you questions. How was money in your household? Was it the source of argument, the source of contention and divisiveness? Because if so, you don't want money to divide you and your family. So you might not want to have money around, or you want too much because you don't want to be divided.
You don't want to be judged,
right,
or whatever.
Or did it keep your parents away? Mm-hmm. Like, what was your relationship to money as a child? Because that's fueling you. That has an unconscious influence over you now.
A filter of how you see everything.
Exactly. And you want to bring from the unconscious to the conscious. You might not be listening to it, but you definitely don't want it to have any unconscious power over you. So that's number one. Be aware of your money blueprint. How is money related to in your community? How is it related to in your house? What did you think about money? How is your faith attached to it? I used to think that literally in order to be like Sister Brown, who was like the most godly woman in my church when I was a teenager, she was amazing. But we also had fundraisers for Sister Brown. That I could not have $1 million in my bank account and be Sister Brown.
Yeah.
So I had to it took me years to do that.
Most people don't grow up with a healthy view on money. It's just facts. People do not grow up with a healthy view on money. People fall into two camps, and it's based off the programming that your parents and the people around you gave you. Two camps. The first is money is everything. That next person who walks into your store, who buys your, something on your website, that person is your next suit, is your next purse, right? It's your next, what kind of bag is this? Is your next Coach bag. It's your next Coach bag. That next person is, that's your next Porsche, right? Like that's how you see it. Look at Nina, she's out there. We love you, Nina. She's taking the rails off the roof of our car right now, right? That's your viewpoint. And that's not true. The other half of people are told that, and I think it's even more than half the people, are told that money is the root of all. Did you fill in the blank? Did you say evil, right? Money is the root of all evil. The actual quote is the love of money is the root of all evil. But people just think money is bad. And I can't tell you how many entrepreneurs I've met who have a great vision, have a great mission, want to serve, want to help, and just don't know how to make money and are afraid to ask for money and are afraid to charge more and don't get what they're worth and stay stuck where they're at. If you never learn how to make money, you end up living your life working for somebody else, and then in the evenings and weekends spending time on your mission. The truth is neither. It's not that money's everything, and it's not that money is evil. Money's a tool. Money's a tool. Nina right now, let's see, can we get her? Nina right now is taking the roof rails off of our car, and you know what she's doing? She's using a tool. You're not using a tool? Well, that just ruins my video. There's a little key that you use to take these things off more easily, where if you try to figure out by your hand, it's just not gonna work. So Nina's gotta use a tool, it'll help, right? Money's a tool, and a very important tool. So money needs to be in your top 5. I like to say money needs to be in your top 5. It just can't be number 1. If you make money your number 1, you're never gonna ultimately have a lot of money. If you look at all the people that I've profiled, all the super successful people, the richest people in the world, I've profiled them. Go watch their videos. Money is not the number 1 driver for them. There's something above money. There has to be something above money, and that's your purpose, that's your mission. There has to be things that you would do no matter how much you got paid, even if it was free. I would still be helping entrepreneurs if I never got paid for it, because it fills my soul. And I remember that's what motivated me to actually start doing this, because I did a speech at a YMCA and 3 people showed up and it was absolutely free. And at the beginning I thought, this is a waste of time and only 3 people showed up. And then by the end of it, I'm like, holy cow, I need to find a way to keep doing this, even if I never get paid. And I never thought I was going to get paid. Limiting self-belief back when I was 22. But I never thought I was going to get paid, because if 3 people show up to a free event, how do you ever make money doing this thing? Did you get them off?
No, I can't take it off.
No,
I have
not
to
yet?
ask them.
You got to ask who? Porsche? Yeah. All right. Sometimes the tool is getting other people to help too. I never thought I was going to make money doing it. And so I kept doing it because I loved it, because it filled me up. And so there has to be something. There has to be something that you love doing that you even if you never got paid to do it, you'd still do it, right? But money also can't be out of the top 5. If money's number 100 for you, you're never going to make money. And whatever your mission is, whatever business you want to run, even if you're a charity, you have to learn how to make money. You just have to. Because otherwise your mission dies. Again, you're living your life working for somebody else, because you have to make money to survive. And then on the evenings and weekends is when you focus on the thing that you love doing and serving others. But imagine if you could make money. Think about all the videos that I make, all the content that we make. We got 30 people on the team. I can have the impact reach that I have because I have a team. I have a team because I learned how to make money. People aren't just volunteering, to do these videos. And my editing team, Christina, we love you. She loves what we're doing. She's been with me for almost a decade, I think, at this point.
7 years.
7 years? 8 years? That's almost a decade. That's close. And she gets paid to do it, right? She wouldn't volunteer all these hours to make all these videos just for fun. And yes, you can get people to volunteer, and yes, some people will come and join your cause, but the ability to make money so that I can pay a team to help me allows me to have an even bigger reach. Imagine the difference for you just doing this mission of yours part-time on the weekends and evenings versus doing it full-time, having a team of people helping you. How many more people could you reach? How many more people could you help? How many more people could you save with your message? Because you figured out how to make money. So money has to be in your top 5. It has to be in your top 5. You have to get to the point where you know how to make money. But it just can't be number 1. So somewhere in 2 to 5. I don't care where it is. It's got to be somewhere in the 2 to 5 range. It can't be number 1, and it can't be out of your top 5. When you do that, now you're starting to have the grounds of building a successful business. Money is not evil. Money is not wrong. You make money by providing value. So how can I help other people? How can I serve them? How can I solve a problem? At the core of every successful business is solving a problem. There's people like who you used to be who need help. You can help them. You can guide them. Let's dive into it a little bit more. I haven't talked a lot about this. I don't think I've even talked about this at all on the channel. But in terms of setting up a new business, I think people see what I'm doing and they want to emulate it. They want to be the next YouTuber, and that can definitely work. But if you're not trying to sell a product or a service and you're trying to go mass, it just takes so long to get there. The mass market should not be your first. If you want to have a successful business, if you're thinking mass market, it's the hardest way to go because it requires the most patience, the most effort, the most capital, and you may not have 3 years of waiting, of hustling every day and, air quotes, waiting before you get a result. One of my favorite things to do is try to find the people who can pay you, who pay you a lot of money for what you're doing, and then go mass. This is how you get out of your job faster. You want to get out of your job immediately, you have to find clients who will pay you what you're worth. Even if your ambition is you want to solve this big problem, I love it, right? You want to solve a giant problem, I love it. It starts with few people paying a lot of money before worrying about a lot of people paying a little bit of money. A lot of companies go bankrupt. A lot of companies never take off the ground because they're trying to go mass too soon. So look at Tesla as an example, right? Tesla is a great example. Tesla, when they first started with the Roadster. Ultimately, they want to make everything electric, right? They want to have 0 gas cars on the road, right? Everything is going to be electric. That's the mission. That's where they're going. That's the vision they want to create in the world. Awesome. So how's the first step to create a Roadster, right? Some crazy expensive car that nobody can afford except George Clooney and all these celebrities. Those are the guys who can afford it. Why start with a Roadster? Because that can make you some money. Because impossibly hard at the beginning to make a consumer car available for everybody at a price point that's affordable. So they started with the Roadster, and then they went to a more affordable car, and now they're at mass affordable cars, right? And that's taken a period of years. Now they've got this giant mission again, right? But you've got a giant mission too. I look at Jeremy and Bo and people I've invested into. I started a YouTube consulting business with Jeremy. And Jeremy went from being a grocery store clerk earning minimum wage here in Toronto to, in his first year, closing 6 figures in business, to having a super emotional moment at the end of the first year to say, I earned more in this month than in my entire year of working as a grocery store clerk. Now he's, mid 5 figures every month. And it's amazing. And so how are we doing it? Well, it's targeting people who need YouTube help, who also have a budget. Because even if the bigger goal is, I want to help all YouTubers, I want to help all creators, I want to help the little guy who's just getting started, who's got a big mission and wants to share it. Awesome. That could work, but it's a long road to get there, where you can immediately start bringing value to people who already have a YouTube channel and helping them get a lot better, who have a budget, who recognize how important this is, who are already making money, and by you injecting you into there, they're gonna make more money, so they're willing to pay you more money, right? Bo, same thing. Bo, we started a company together where he's booking people to have guests. So if you have a podcast, you have a YouTube show, you need guests for your show, he is a master networker. He identifies with you who are the people that you want to have on your show, and then he'll go out and start to book people, right? Now, don't expect for a new podcast to have Oprah Winfrey as your first guest, right? It's great to have a dream list, and let's work towards that of who are the people who we could get on your show who would have awesome conversations, and you can start leveling up your show. He's fantastic at it. Again, if we targeted people who have no money, who are just starting the podcast, Bo is going to be doing a whole bunch of work for almost nothing. Instead, we're targeting people who have a budget, who have a show, who are trying to build their brand, who value the expertise, who can afford to pay Bo good prices for what he's doing, right? That's where I want you thinking about the start. It's just a much higher chance of you having success, funding your mission, and getting out of the job that you've got that you don't like. It's thinking higher end, higher value. Think fewer clients, more pricing. Fewer clients, higher pricing. Fewer clients, charge you more money, bringing incredible value to them, and then you use that to skip into the next step, right? High end, few clients, then you can go mid-market and charge a little bit less, and then you can launch your software, or launch your book, or have your mass market thing. Because I want you to get paid. And maybe we don't talk enough about money on these channels or business models. I love actually diving into business models and understanding how they get paid, because when I'm talking to somebody who wants to start a business, it's mostly, the people coming to me at least, are mostly the mission-driven, vision-driven, I want to make a big impact on the world, but they don't know how to make money. And a lot of them feel that making money is bad and they struggle with it. So you have to learn how to make money. You have to start thinking about your business model. And an easy one to start thinking about is higher end, higher price, to get you out of your job, to get you paid, to start building your team as a starting point, the thin wedge in, so you can build your ultimate company, which is going to be to change the way the world thinks about XYZ. If you can't make money, if you can't fund your mission, it never happens, and it just stays stuck as an idea or vision in your head. Meanwhile, you're kind of stuck spinning your wheels and still working a job that you don't like. Money has to be in your top 5. It just can't be number 1. Now I've got a special bonus clip that I think you're gonna enjoy, but before that, it's time for the question of the day. I wanna know, what was your single number 1 takeaway from this video, and how are you going to take action on it this week? The science says that when you get motivated and create your plan of action for specifically how you're gonna take action on the idea, write it down, when, with whom, how you're gonna do it, you have a 91% chance of actually following through versus just 35% if you got motivated but never actually created a specific plan. And when you share your plan publicly, you're much more likely to follow through, even more, to a higher degree. So I want you to get a result not just watch YouTube videos, but to get a result in your life or in your business. So down in the comments below, I want to know what was your single biggest takeaway from this video and your plan of action. Put it down below because I want to celebrate you. Also, if you want to have more confidence, I have designed a free training for you where every day for the next 254 days, I'll send you an unlisted video direct to your email to help you build your confidence. The science says it can take up to 254 days to successfully build a habit, and I want you to build the habit of confidence. The link to join is absolutely free. It's down in the description below. See you there.
We validate who we are by what we're doing for other people. So many times I get the question, how do I prevent failure? And I'd love for you to spend that same energy going, how could I ensure that I soar? Cognitive dissonance is when you have literally thought about a version of yourself that you're not currently living right now.
I think the way I view money, I would say the way I view time has changed drastically. Now I would value time way more than money. That each minute has to be worth a certain amount of money. Each hour of my time is worth a lot of money. So I would so much now cherish time because I cannot buy back time, right? As we spend so much effort earning more money, now we want to buy back time. So I am at a place where I want to buy back time. Having better people in my life to be able to help me, having a great team, having people to do other things for me to save me time, because time is the most valuable commodity that I have, because I cannot make more time. I cannot use money to buy back more time. It's all the time that we have. So I would say that's the biggest shift in terms of looking at things. I think in the beginning you need to cherish and appreciate the value of a dollar if you want to accumulate dollar. People who think money is not that important, that they don't cherish and appreciate the value, doesn't mean I want you to be cheap, right? I'm the last person to tell you to be cheap. But if you value that dollar, then you will be able to accumulate. It's easier for you to accumulate money when you appreciate money. Doesn't mean the love of money is the root of all evil. That's bullshit, right? It's not that. It's not the love of money is the root of all evil, right? It's not true. So that would be my perspective.
If you want another awesome video in our Black Excellence series, check out the video right there next to me. I think you'll enjoy it. Continue to believe, and I'll see you there.